Hi guys. So festival season is coming up. I'm in the Midwest, so mainly face paint during the summer, and I don't have a ton of boy designs, but one of my most popular ones is a zombie. I like to use StarBlends to do most of it, so I'm going to show you guys how I do that. I also have, so regular StarBlends come in a container like this, right? It's like it's powder, it's makeup. You can do custom colors. So I have a few custom colors I mixed. This is like the forest green. The regular forest green looks like this, and then this green, if you can see that, my lighting's really bad. Even though I have a ring light, for some reason it's really bad. I don't know why. So I mixed kind of more of an acid green with yellow and white and brown and all that stuff, as well as kind of an off white instead of a pure white, so that it was a little bit more zombie-like. I also have mixed a kind of burnt brown color. If you guys want to know how to do this, I can do a tutorial on that as well. But basically you crush the colors you want together to make new colors, sift them, and then you pack them back into a container. If you don't pack them really, really well, they will fall apart, which of course I don't think you can see this very well, but this one has come apart and I can still use it, but see, powder. So I need to repack that. It's pretty easy to do, you just have to, make a point of doing it. So one of the reasons I like to do the powder for zombies is because you're doing pretty much a full face. And since I am in a warm climate in the summertime, if I do a full face, it tends to run a lot because kids are then playing and running around. So I like to use StarBlends for that reason, but I also just like that it's soft and it looks really kind of clean and a little bit more realistic. If you just use white paint and paint someone's face with it, it tends to look kind of cartoony, so you kind of start looking like a clown. So I am going to use StarBlends, and I'm going to show you guys my festival zombie. It's a simple zombie to get kids in and out really, really quickly, but I think it's pretty effective. So stay tuned and I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay, so I have taken a kabuki brush and dipped it into that pre-mixed powder, and I am just going to put that all over my face. And you can see there's quite a bit of fallout happening here, which will happen with StarBlends because it is a makeup powder, but mine being broken, it's a lot worse than normal. But still, be careful not to get it in kids' eyes when you're doing this, especially when you're going over their forehead. It can fall down into their eyes a little easier. And I like using a kabuki brush for this because it's nice and quick. Now I'm going to take my black StarBlends and my custom brown color, and I'm going to mix them together on my smoothie blender, and then I'm going to go into my eye socket and the hollows of my eyes and all around in kind of an oval circular shape, but rough. I'm going to blend it out as I do this, and I'm going down the sides of my nose a little bit as well, and then anywhere that I would normally contour with makeup. So the sides of my forehead, in my temple area, as well as the hollow of my cheek. So I'm going to actually place the color down a little harshly in kind of a line just to get it right, and then I'm going to flip my blender over, and then I'm just going to rub that out, circular motions and back and forth, just to get it blended out so that there are no harsh lines. Now I'm going to take that same color and I'm just going to go over my mouth, dirty it up, make it look like I am a zombie eating people. Now I'm going to take that fern acid green and I'm going to place that down where I want to build a couple wounds up, and then flip my blender over and then just blend that out. Green and yellow are great bases when you are trying to make a zombie look dead, as well as trying to have a basis for some wounds. It kind of looks like dead skin has been decaying. So now I'm just going to press some black and brown over that to give a basis for my wounds, and I'm going to do some blood over these in a little while as well. So just adding a little bit more dirty color to my mouth, going in here with some black in the corners. I think I'm looking pretty dead so far. On my favorite filbert brush, and looking at your teeth, have bigger teeth in the center and then they get smaller as you go out. And I love using a filbert brush for this because you can press down to make it thick and then pull up so that you have kind of that teardrop shape. That's a little more accentuated on my arm than what I'll do, but I love these filbert brushes for this because it's just a natural, easy way to make the shape. So just press down and then twist up and pull, and you get kind of that flat tooth look at the bottom part, and then it pulls up into what looks like the root of the teeth. And again, you know, think about your own teeth, and if you need to smile to do this, or even have the kid you're doing this on smile, it can help. So you want to make them a little bit larger in the center, and then as you go out, just turn that filbert brush to the side and make smaller teeth. And this is pretty easy and quick if you practice it a couple times. I've used a stencil for this before and I don't like the way it looks. I think this is way easier. So give it a go. And I think you'll find it's pretty easy when you try it. Rawr. Okay, so now I'm just taking a flat, dry brush and my black StarBlends, and I am going to do some shading. I'm going to go kind of in between the teeth and up and down in between those roots and extending that out and just kind of pulling the black in there to give it some depth and some shading. Now I'm also going to take that same brush and I'm going to give myself some tired creases, some crow's feet, some in between my eyes as well. And think of, you know, if you are aging, you'll be able to see the wrinkles on your skin and just kind of go in and highlight and accentuate those with the shaded black, and that'll give you a more kind of sad, dead zombie look. So doing that on the side of my mouth as well, and on the sides of my nose. And now I am just taking some red face paint and a lot of water, and I'm just going to press and let that drip down. Wiggle if you need to. Now when you want to stop that drip, just press down over it and you will have some blood on your finger that you can then splatter around the face wherever you want blood. I'm going to do the same down here to create another bloody wound. That one didn't have quite enough water, so I just went right into my water, placed it over the top of my paint and pressed down, and it dripped really easily. And now I'm just going in with a little bit of black just to dirty up that red so it's not so cartoony and fake. And since I had some on my hand, I'm just kind of dabbing that around. I've got a little bit of black on my brush there that I accentuated some of my creases, and now I'm just being goofy. One thing I'll say too, the teeth, I made them a little too white. You can make them a little bit more yellow. That looks a little bit better, or go over them with some black powder and that helps too. So there you go, guys. There is my go-to zombie for festivals. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this and that you try it. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.